G'day, welcome to Mt.Coramba Apiculture. It's Sunday the 5th of March 2023, back up at Nymboida. The purpose of today's visit was to bring 100 frames of foundation up just so I can super the rest of these 10 frame hives. So they've gone on. That's a pretty simple task, and I've just gone through a couple of hives to show you why they needed a super and how I did it. Basically, really simple task. A couple of interesting things. One hive that was been queenless for about a month, I noted there were queen cells in it a month ago, and it's now completely queenless. So I've gone back through and looked at it today, and it's hopelessly queenless. There's no chance of it requeening. So my intention was to go and grab a frame of eggs and larvae to throw in there, and a bit of nurse brood as well, nurse bees to throw in there, just to get them to kick off again and pull another queen cell. In the process of going through and looking for more nurse bees, I actually found a frame with a nice ripe queen cell on it, so I've put that back in the hive, the queenless hive, also with a frame of eggs and larvae and a few nurse bees. So we'll revisit that next week and just see if that hatches, and just keep following it and make sure it requeens. Bees are really vulnerable to small hive beetle when they're queenless, when they're hopelessly queenless like that, and the numbers dwindle and they just lose that will to work as a beehive. So with those frame of eggs and larvae and that queen cell in there, it might just give them a bit of hope, and we'll see how it goes. But it's sort of at the point where I'm about to just call it quits and throw it on the top of another hive, just unite it with another hive, because I really don't want to lose those 10 frames of resources. So we'll follow that one. Apart from that, things are going well. The 15 nukes that I put here 3 weeks ago are still going strong, expanding out into those 3 frames, and I'll probably bring some more frames of foundation up next week and just extend them out into the 6 frame hives. So yeah, that's about it. Another nice short video. Beautiful day up here. It's actually going to be really hot this week, so we'll just see how the bees handle it. Yeah, thanks for watching. Just looking at this hive, it's 10 framer. I noticed on the 12th of February 23 there was queen cells in it. Subsequent inspections have seen, well, I've observed that there was no eggs and larvae, so the hive's clearly gone queenless for some reason. Just decided to requeen, so sort of getting to the point where I'd be expecting to see something going on in here again if they've requeened. So it's really important with managing small hive beetle that you don't let hives go queenless and dwindle away to the point where the beetles take advantage of them. So I'm just going to go through here now and see if we can see any activity that would indicate that they've requeened, and if not, we're at the point where we need to do something about it. So just get through here into some brood. A lot of honey in here. It was a good hive. See, they're backfilling that where there was brood with nectar. Never a good look. Not seeing any eggs or larvae in that frame. Still no eggs or larvae there, which is concerning. Once again, no eggs or larvae there. So I'd say these are hopelessly queenless. They are making a bit of a queenless sound. Yeah, there's nothing there. So if you've watched previous videos, there's a number of ways you can go here. I can get a new queen and requeen them, which I don't want to do. I can just combine them with another hive, which I won't do today. So what I'll do just for the experiment is to throw a frame of eggs and larvae in there. It's important that when you do that, when you throw that frame of eggs and larvae, and you need to give them the resources that they need to requeen as well. So you need to put some nurse bees in with them. These are all old bees, and they just haven't got that ability to raise queen cells and young brood anymore. So often a mistake people make is to just put a frame of brood in there and hope for the best. You need to put a lot of nurse bees in as well. So what we'll do, close this up for the time being, and in my travels through the rest of these hives, we'll pick a nice frame of eggs and larvae and catch a queen and transfer some brood into there. So we'll get back to this hive. So back to our queenless hive here. So what I've done is just gone and got a frame of really nice young eggs and larvae. So that's it there, and I've just put it back in the hive. So the intention was as well to get a frame of brood and just shake the nurse bees off, but I've found the next best thing, possibly a much better thing. So let's pull this frame out here. Frame of honey can go somewhere else. So what I've got is a frame with a big fat right queen cell on it. So I'm going to put that in. Now I've checked this frame really carefully and hasn't got the queen on it, so I'm happy to put that in. So yeah, that's give them a better chance to have that. That's quite a nice queen cell too. The hive I took it out wasn't queenless, it had a laying queen in it, so I'm not worried that I've left that other hive without a queen or a queen cell. So I'll just check that once again, make sure I can't see a queen on it. Lots of nurse bees on that frame too, so that'll give them a better chance. So just pull this back out and very carefully put that back in without damaging that cell. Just move all of that out a bit. What I'll do is put that there, and that there, and that'll just give that queen cell a little bit more space. So there it goes. So see that goes. I'll just make a note on the lid that a cell went in today, and we'll revisit this in a couple of weeks and just see what's happened. The main reason I've come up to Nymboida today is to put some supers on these 10 frame hives. So I've done up 100 frames over the last couple of days and put foundation in them, so I'm just going to super these hives that need to be supered. So I'm not going to bore you by going through every one of them, but I'll just show you what they look like when they need a super. I haven't looked in this yet, so see how we go. You can see there they're building up a bit of burr comb there, so they're looking for more room. I'll just go through it and show you what this hive looks like in terms of what it's doing. So there's brood right to the wall, nice seal brood in the middle there, nice and healthy, and plenty of resources in here. This was out of the original nuke. You can see our queen walking around there with the pink dot on her. So brood in that frame. Frame 3. This would be a sheet of foundation that I've put in. You see really solid brood pattern there, almost corner to corner. Nice and healthy, convex, nothing sunken or perforated. Really healthy brood. And same again on that other side. Beautiful. So these are the frames out of the original 4-frame nuke. Nice pollen resources on that bee there. Once again, really good brood. An older frame, darker comb, but still nice healthy brood there. Another good healthy frame of sealed brood, corner to corner. So these bees, not in desperate need of a super, but we need them up into these second supers, building comb and putting resources on here for the winter. Another beautiful frame of brood. More honey now. The last 2 frames will be solid honey, I'd say. And that's heavy. Fully sealed on both sides. And I can see the last frame is the same, so I won't pull it out. Push those frames back. Put our wall frame back in. Being careful knowing the queen's on that second frame. Tighten them up. So what I'll do is just clean this top up. All I'm going to do is put this other super straight back on. I'm not going to worry about a queen excluder. As I've said in previous videos, I just want them going straight up into the into that honey super and start to build. I mean, what I could do as well is pull a couple of frames of honey up into this second super, but I just haven't got the time today, and I'll just plonk it on. They'll go up because they're going to need the room. So I'll just tidy this little bit of burr comb up. Always put this burr comb back into the hive or in a bucket and take it away. Never leave it out on the ground for the bees to rob. Right, let's tidy it up. Super on. Just leave that bit of burr comb under the lid. Bees will tidy that up. Lid back on. Job done. So just a quick look at another one. Once again, you've got bees from wall to wall starting to build a bit of burr comb there, so they're telling me that they need a bit of space. So let's have a quick look through here and see what it looks like. And feel straight away this frame is solid honey just by the weight of it. You can see there, actually there's a little bit of brood and pollen there, but fully sealed on the outside. So it's nice to see them right out onto that brood, right out onto that wall frame. Frame 2. seal brood there, and a bit of honey around the outside. They look good. Definitely needing a super. It's really important that we build them up to doubles to get through the winter up here. Nymboida is a bit of an unknown to me, so see what the season how the season goes. Corner to corner brood, really nice. Although it's a dark cone because it's out of the old nuke, it's nice and healthy. Frame 4, it's a new frame that I've put in, so once again, good solid brood pattern. Seal brood. There's going to be heaps of bees in this hive shortly, and they'll be looking for space. I'll go straight up into the honey super and build up more reserves of nectar and brood, honey and brood up there to get themselves ready for winter. Here's another frame I've put in recently. It would have been foundation a few weeks ago, or 3 or 4 weeks ago. Seal brood there. A nice ring of honey around the edge. Frame 7, and we're getting straight into honey now. So they're gonna, Queen could do with a bit more space for laying eggs, to be honest. And those last 3 frames are solid honey. So once again, I could pull that honey up into the second super and put frames down here for the Queen to lay in, but she'll get up into the second one, no problem. Once again, we'll tidy this bit of burr comb up. Good. Plonk our super on. Just put our burr comb in the top for the bees to sort out. Lid back on. They're good to go. So I'll go and do that another 8 times. That job will be done.